All right.
Game 1 of our last series of the day, commentated by our very own Grant.
Oh, hey everyone, good to see you there. It's late at night here, but early in the morning for you guys. And man, OpTic versus DC. Who would have guessed? Loser goes home so quickly. And we heard everyone talking about who's gonna win what. And honestly, I know none of that, but I'm just kidding. DC, I like their draft, but OpTic, man, we have not seen a Doom Lich in quite some time. And I mean, Doom just doesn't lose off lanes, especially with the Lich on his side. You toss that Frost Armor, Infernal Blade, nothing can really match up to him. But look at this DC late smoke, and they're gonna do what EG did to them and wrap around on this upper side. But who's gonna be there? It's gonna be Misery who's gonna break the smoke, and he is already gone. Looks like it will be a failed smoke, but DC will be able to pick up the rune here pretty easily. And then OpTic knows, hey, let's just go top. Let's go get the other 2 runes ourselves. And man, Bane, we haven't seen that hero come through in some time now. A lot of people said it's overpowered, you know, sleep people attack, and half these players just don't even know that exists, honestly. I didn't for a little bit now. And I mean, besides that, is he really that much more buff besides Enfeeble giving you damage? You don't even see people get that much. And there we go, Misery gonna take that rune. Or are they gonna give both to Pycat here? Man, 10 tangles and a clarity. He's just chilling. MSS gonna go up there himself. It looks like they will give, wow, they're gonna give Pycat both of those runes. He'll be happy with that, but I don't know. This bottom lane definitely going to be the lane to watch out. It is a Lich who loves to slow down the game, but then you have a Doom who just level 1 Infernal Blade can do more than almost any other hero, and Sven gets so punished by it. But then middle lane, Qualifier versus CC, and look at this, Bulba being the annoying. It's just going to be sitting middle, harassing CC, and we know CC quite known for his tilting, as you.
Denied.
Man, yeah, I mean, you just look at this CS chart. 5-0 against 1-0. It's going to be real rough. Top lane, though, Pycat. Level 1. He's just laning up here with Misery. Double supports, doing not too much, anything crazy. MSS is super happy with this. He can just clap, do whatever he wants. Wakeva. Oh, man, so I'm all over the place. Sorry, you know, Wepis, Griff, whoever it is, you know. I'm just doing my own thing, but you know, you're doing a great job. You probably won't miss as many kills as me. Bottom, PPD Zai, man. I think everyone hates playing versus Lich. It's one hero that just, why is he even in the game? But top lane, they're just going to throw him back. Bulba is running in. Unfortunately, Sprint's going to wear out now. They're just going to harass him down. Nice little chunk of damage. But with dual lanes, people used to say, oh, I can't wait to watch dual lanes. So many more kills. And then they realize that's not what happens at all. Demon is getting harassed down. We see that Infernal Blade damage just tick up, and maybe with a Scorched Earth could have got that kill, but he does have the Devour, get that extra farm and experience, and Misery steals that bounty rune, but Bobo will get the other one. And it feels like, you know, the slow start, I think people are saying DC wins this in the late game, but it's going to be extremely tough once OpTic starts running at you with higher levels of Ice Armor, Doom up. I don't know what DC can really do against it. And finally, it will be a 1v1 middle, Qualifier versus CC, but already 12-4 versus 5-2. The European showing that young American how to actually play middle here. And Misery trying to get his pull on top, but Bulba, I mean, Bulba, he really is just playing super annoying, not really roaming, getting a kill, but he's going to toss him back. Creep's going to do a ton of damage. Sprint is up now, and look at this. MSS is going to find him. Will he have the clap? It is a level 2, and this is going to be a first blood. See you later, Misery. And Bulba, I mean, it looked like Misery wanted to go on him, and he said, nah, that's okay. I want to go on you instead. Bottom lane. This Doom, it makes it hard. Mason, 11-1, the second highest CS, but still pretty low in a lane that, I mean, Peter's just denying creeps, obviously, and man, the PPDs die. What a lane. This goes back to the Han days, very early. These two pretty much discovered each other along with Swindle Melon, so you know about that. top lane, though. Again, they're going on the Brewmaster, but with even just that level 1 Drunken Brawler, they just don't have enough damage. You have level 1 in the Ornn. We are seeing Magic Missile actually getting leveled up for that burst damage is nice. Might not go past level 2, but that is completely up to him. Pushing in on that tower already. Pycat wants to get that Aquila, and so easy to push once you have that. Bulba being annoying still, mid only level 2. They have that ward though. CC and C sees this whole thing coming, and now that he's level 4, has the Shadow Strike level 2 and the Blink. Almost impossible to kill him, which he's happy with. Oh, but man, Bulba and Misery gonna meet up again top. And just throw him back. Misery's using a ton of his mana, just throwing him up and down. But now Pycat looks like he will get stomped up here by both. Bulba first, 1 hit, MSS claps as well. Will he be able to get away? Does he get 3 crits in a row? Doesn't look like it. He will just TP out, but bottom lane, stun just flies, and Mason is getting so bullied. We see the power of Infernal Blade. Even just level 1, Mason takes like a good 150 to 200 damage every time he hits him. And now that there's a Thunderclap, there very well could just be a kill here. And he is, he's gonna throw it out. We are gonna have that. Peter does have Blast. We'll use it, hit him once for like 10 damage with that Warcry armor, and well, that's that. And now we see the problem. You have a Lich, so the lane bottom's almost always been pushed back. This is the first time Dire's pushed it forward. Middle lane has a Quap, you can't gank her, and then, I mean, top lane, it's just a struggle. We see him try to gank, and man, DC's struggling to get really anything done, even though they are up 1-0. I think OG OpTic Gaming is fine with the pace of this game right now. I mean, even Misery level 4 on Rubik. The supports on the Dire side are just getting so much more experience because they have a Lich. Top lane, stun comes out from Pycat. That's about it. That's all they can do. Oh, here comes Demon and Bull. Pycat, I do not believe you can TP out of this. You don't even have a TP scroll. He does now. It's on cooldown. Has a magic wand. I doubt he'll even pop it. He will just go down. He just stands there, attacks Bulba. And a simple kill there from DC. But will those kills add up to be enough? Misery here, level 4, he's happy. He's happy just leeching this experience, watching your carry die so you get your own. You get your own experience for now, whatever. Bottom lane though, Sai and Peter, they can just do whatever they want. Like, they're just gonna keep denying experience. They can push in with that siege unit if they really do want. You have the swiftness aura as well, which helps the pushing. I mean, Mason's forced to just farm neutrals, take bounty runs. He's going to go for the double bounty run. This is a real support play, and Mason, being a little under-leveled, is going to have to do that. Top lane, we see tons of pings, just Radiant pinging over and over. They don't really have a ward, but they know something's up. And here we go. Bottom lane push. Middle lane just even. Uh-oh, but Misery up top. He is going to get pushed in. Bulba is sprinting to take some extra damage. He's going to toss him up, throw him backwards, and looks like Misery's going to be fine. They have vision with those illusions, but you can't really dive them under a tower. You don't know who's going to TP in. Zai is going to be super farm. Phase boots drums, and he is going to be a very big problem, especially for Koik. But once he gets that, he's just going to be running at you the entire time. He's the highest farmed in the game. And straight up 1v1 since Bulba left middle. And looks like, I mean, look at the last hits here, and Koikva is just destroying CC&C. Look at those most played heroes. Queen of Pain only third most played. I mean, a little behind. The guy loves Puck. Everyone else loves playing broken heroes. Why shouldn't he? Pycat farming under tower. And this looks like where it could be the action. We have 3 heroes still up here. Bulba is level 3. We see 2 in the stomp. Sometimes you see 2 in sprint just to get on top of people. And they're trying to do anything they can. Looks like Bulba wants to go behind the tower, but Misery taunting him to go. Waiting for him. Peter we see with a TP, Zai we see with a TP. Everyone has a TP on everyone on the team. You can't really go on to anyone. And, man, they're just gonna push this tower. Smart play, blasted down by Misery, loses a ton of their damage with that. And right now, I mean, OpTic Gaming just playing this so slow. They're not committing anything yet, just letting Zai farm. But on the plus side, on the negative side for them, Koikva is straight free farming. I have not seen a Death Prophet go unharassed like this in a long time. But here we go. We talked about those early rotations from cores now. Pycat bottom by himself. Zai, he's ready. He's got that Doom now. Got that 5.5 health regen. Wait, when did that get nerfed? Didn't it used to be 6? Question. Probably one of the last 10 patches that got updated yesterday. Bulba with the Invis rune. Get a push behind Misery. I mean, if you get this Misery kill, you are just going to go and take that tower more than likely, and it looks like that's what they want to do. Uh-oh. Misery sitting right under that tower. We'll see how quick OpTic's fingers actually are with TPing here. Here we go. Uh-oh, he's going in. Will he get the stomp? Oh, he's gonna block him in. Whoa, what the hell? Didn't they saw him? I'm sure. Uh oh, here we go. Stun comes up on Misery. We're gonna see it on Doom as well. Nice AoE. They're just gonna lock the Doom down with Nightmare. See you later, Misery. Will they be able to get Zai? He's just running away. Only level 1 on that Scorched Earth. It has been nerfed. Here comes the boulder, slowly flying, hits him. Bulba with another stun, gets it off. That ice armor, though, keeping him alive. Welcome to that. But oh, ulti from Mason, which he just got. Gets popped, they kill him, and top tower might be getting pushed here. While Qualifier pushing middle as well in DC. 4-0. They're about as happy as me thinking about Chipotle getting out of Europe, you know, just that steak burrito. That actually, oh man. All right, Grant, a little hungry, but CC&C, he's trying to stop Qualifier, but look at how bad he's just punished so much. 60-19 versus 42-7. Team Tinker, the revitalization has gone well so far in this game. Meanwhile, Doom, we saw his rotation just did nothing. He's farmed, but if you don't get a kill with your first Doom that early, I mean, it's like wasting a Midas cooldown. Like, Doom should always be on cooldown, always popped on somebody important. Fortunately, hasn't been yet. He does have the stunner now. War Stomp up on him. MSS, probably not able to kill that guy by yourself. No, man. This is my favorite part of watching Lich. Just sit in the lane, ice armor up a tower. He has level 2 ice armor. You just can't kill him. It's actually literally impossible without the Death Prophet ulti to kill a tower right now. God bless that hero that we haven't seen much. Pycat still just farming. Treads Aquila wand plus range drop. Plenty. He does plenty of damage as well as plenty of regen just sit in the lane, but good warding coming out from DC will spot out that they're just all sitting down there. Demon level 6, he just skills up his ulti. If he pops that one stick charge he has, and will he just go for it? Looks like he will. The grip comes out. Misery instantly lifts him up. We do see a stun from Bulba. I don't think they have enough damage, but here comes MSS. Maybe. Doesn't look like it. And the Frost Armor Man himself is here. And that'll just be a back out. Non-committal from both teams. I mean, you can't fight into a Frost Armor, especially when all your damage is physical. Slardar, all he's good for is that stun. He can't really do anything at all, actually. Zai farming up top now. I mean, you want to see him involved in kills, and I think the panel is right. If OpTic doesn't, like, start taking this laning phase before it breaks down even more, they're just going to be in a lot of trouble, unfortunately. They're committing 3 down bottom for this push. Looks like there might be some action here, but both teams have a ward on top of each other. Neither one wanting to counter ward. Will we see anything happen? Obviously, Grip is on cooldown, but there we go. Sleep comes up. Bulba is ready. Gets level 3 stop up, and Panda just ults immediately. They want to kill Misery. Why not? Make that a 5-0 lead. Take the goalie. Oh, and they throw up Lich in the air. Doesn't dispel Ice Armor, but that dispel coming down does. There we go. Chain Frost comes. It kills Bulba, and it's still bouncing around. It's going to bounce through most of the Pandas. Kills them off. Do we have a Doom from Zai? Does he even want to use it? He wants to get that Infernal Blade. It looks like he is going to get it. He's going to cast the Clap. He's going to get War Stomped up, and there we go. Rotation. CC&C gets the kill on MSS, and, well, a 2-for-1 trade. Unfortunately, you're getting split pushed by a level 10 Death Prophet who is just going to dominate this game at this point. And now they're pinging out top. Ooh, Mason might not be expecting this, and here we go. Pycat goes in. We're going to see a blast. He's going to get lifted up. He did get Warcry stunned out, so they're not doing too much damage. And look at this full rotation. Qualifier and Bulba coming as well. Nice stolen stun from Misery, but the Warcry, it's too much. Misery can't get the kill. Nicely done. Bulba hits him with that crush, and now they're looking for more. Okay, Bulba, your team's not with you, but he's just going to run it anyways. He's going behind the tower. Is there going to be more TPs? Bulba doesn't care. He's going to say hello to Pycat. And there's Qualifier. No mana, no anything. He's just running in. Gets off one Spirit Flame, and Pycat's dead. My goodness. Bulba looking a lot better than he did last game versus EG. And they're just going to take another tower top. They do have one more glyph for that, obviously. And CC&C himself just farming bottom now, so both middles, after that shaky start from CC&C, have pretty much picked it up here. Doom still the leading CS on the Dire side, but he almost has a blink. Finally, you blink, stomp, get a Doom off. You can kill anyone. And they're just going to give up top tower. Looks like Demon will even get it. We'll see if he can last hit it. Can he get it with the Bane? That is the question. I guess if all the creeps are dead, it's pretty easy. Oh, Misery doesn't get denied. Demon barely scooping it up. And there's the blink on Zai now. We still have not seen one Doom. And it felt like we, in the previous series, we just didn't see Zai ever cast his ultimate. It feels like a lot of the same again. But top lane, Demon's going in on Misery. He steals that Guardian Sprint. That's gonna be bad. No, he'll get out. He gets a nice lift there. If he did get slept, he would have been dead. Oh, Qualifier still on top of him, though. Misery looking like he's gonna be in quite the pickle, and he just gets gripped up. Instantly killed, and man, DC's up 8 to 2 kills, but under 1K gold advantage. But they're happy. They have so much map control. But most of Radiant's wards are actually just sitting bottom. No wards dire top. Here we go. Stun's going to come in. Mason just going to try to run away. Zai goes for the block, but Mason hits him with the Barry Sanders and just breaks his ankles. He's gone. They do have a ward behind the tier 2 tower bottom. They see MSS, but he is playing this so carefully. He knows where all these players are. And look at this. They're down 8 to 2, but like we said, the Frost Armor plus the Doom. What are you going to do? You actually can't take a fight at this point when Peter has level 4 ice armor. That is just nuts. But top lane getting split pushed in by Qualifier. He has to get out. He knows that blink Doom. He's just going to die if he gets doomed. DCNC going for double null treads into Orchid. No Veil, no Lincoln, just straight Orchid. And this is going to be big. The Roshan fight, this could either make or break, you know, some of the greats. For some of the mid-tier teams like we see here, they are going to go for Roshan. Looks like Dire doesn't want to do anything. They're actually smoked up. They have no clue this is going on. And Mason pops his ulti as well. They're going to take this down so quick with that Amplify. And unfortunately, they were all inside the pit at the time. So they don't get scanned out. Now they do, obviously, but they're already dead. They're still smoked up. They're waiting. But it looks like it's going to be a failure.
Radiant are scanning.
MSS, he's just farming up top, has a blink. I mean, if he wants to get involved in fights, they can definitely 5-on-5, but maybe they don't want to. Oh man, look at that. 8 and 12 MSS. Looking a little bit rough. I mean, you can always blame your team, a lot like your team does in pubs, so it's always good to have. Middle lane just gonna get forced in so easily. They really can't fight OpTic right now, and they take the gold lead, even being down 8 to 2. And we see, I mean, early game kills, I've always talked about it. Are they actually worth anything? You get, what, 250? Isn't that a full creep wave? Just go farm a creep wave. Does nothing. Top lane, bo3 gonna initiate on Zai. He drums up phase boots, scorched earth. He is just run away. Whoa, he's going back in. Oh my goodness, Infernal Blade doing a ton of damage. He gets gripped up. Maybe he shouldn't have turned around right there, but here comes the Chain Frost coming in. It's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. Chain Frost still bouncing. Actually gonna just farm up these creeps, and Peter's happy with this. He is slept up. He's going to toss an Ice Armor. He's going to actually square up on him. 1v3. All right, no mana. And they're running from him. They know more are coming. Pycat, Misery. Do we have anything? Warcry, Mask Cabana's popped by Mason. He's gone. And, well, Qualifier continues to just do his thing. Level 13, 2-0-1. Oh, top. They're setting up. And here we go. MS. Oh, the old whiff. MSS. Looking a lot like the Yankees in the World Series. Can't hit anything. Well, both teams are just going to go back to farming right now, which feel benefits OpTic for a little bit now until this Sven. Mason's going to really have to... He needs his team to make him some stacks, and he needs to just farm the jungle, get some wards down. But unfortunately, OpTic's taking your tier 2 bottom. So without wards, you just feel so uncomfortable farming right there as a Sven. And he's forced into this little small jungle up there. Smoke gank though from OpTic. They're baiting out CCNC. They have to know something's up. Like, why is this guy pushed so far? It's like they're just gonna sit around, man. Some good Chain Frost. Usually from Liches, you see a Chain Frost thrown, hits one person, but these bounce. Oh, bo3 is gonna run uphill. Here we go. He tries to get, I don't know what he tried to do, but Primal Split comes up. He's gonna get silenced by Qualifier, and he's gonna get melted down. Zai, you're just gonna die. Does Peter bail on him? Sure looks like it. No, he gets tossed. What micro? Mojo Storm Stout. Even playing the Panda, the guy he named his character after, hits it, and Qualifier double kills. 11 to 3 and a smoke. Oh, these guys are cheeky. Will they find anything though? They have a ward middle. They know no one's there. They're gonna ping out behind middle tower. They want to get a kill into that tier 2 push. That'd be the best they could. Level 2 ulti on Sven, now ready though. And here we go. Oh, he's going to blink forward bull with that. We're going to see it grip, and Pycat's going to be in a ton of trouble. Will he be able to get out? He pops his full one. CCNC blinks back. Mason hits him with the stun. He's going to pop Godstrength because he knows he can push that tier 2 tower. That's just a brilliant play. It looks like well, maybe they're not going to push Mason. There we go. He's going to swing on this tower a little bit. Oh, Frost Armor, my favorite. If you could name one thing better than Frost Armor, it would be CCNC dying. Mason getting the revenge from years past. Brings him down pretty simply, and now they're gonna try to push the tower, and with the ghosts up, the Frost Armor, not such a big deal. Mason, of course, doing about 5 damage a hit here, but Qualifier will get this tower, and my goodness, he is 2,000 net worth up on the Quap, the second highest farmed, and they don't really have anything to count. If Death probably gets his ulti off before Doom comes, they are gonna have a lot of problem. Hood and the Ewell's up, and I believe Dire's on their last smoke, 1 left on Misery. They need to get something with that, but I just don't know you get anything now. Zai felt like he was farming so quickly. He goes from 1st to 5th, just like that. Well, I mean, look at Peter. He's just farming down bottom. He has no care in the world. He doesn't care if he gets ganked. He's a Lich. He's level 10. Maybe you should put Frost Armor on yourself, Peter, but he's focused on CS. And is he going to miss any? Doesn't get that denied for some reason. That's just free experience, Peter. You know that. But they're baiting Peter. We have 4 people rotating behind a Lich. And look at that. Perfectly scouted out by Demon. Throws the X, but wait. Then he throws a circle. So he just thinks they're anywhere on the map, which, you know, I guess they're not wrong. That's good. Both teams just going to farm away from each other. Obviously going to benefit DC, who is getting a Midas on the Slardar. More than likely, Vlad's on the Brewmaster. I'm surprised he's not getting a Midas as well. He wants to fight. And Aegis does get taken away. I mean, wasn't wasted. They won that fight, took that tier 2 middle, and now they're going to take a tier 2 top. Not really any way to defend this. Peter is not setting up right now, and that's a problem. We're going to see a Black King Bar first item on Venge after that mask. Going to be real tough to bring him down unless he gets gripped while he's BKB'd, but then even then with Frost Armor, what can you do? And oh, Mason gonna solo push this tier 2 top with his team a little behind him. OpTic looking, they're like, they have to defend middle. They just have to. And Zai wants to get a kill on anyone, but Radiant's actually coming with the super big smoke from behind. They have to be very careful because Mason, unfortunately, isn't back there with them. He will get the tower. And here we go. Oh, scan comes out. The Dire scan's right on top of Radiant. They know where they're at. Do they back out or do they fight him? Looks like it's the old hands down, man's down. Just gonna run away. Let Qualifier farm, why not? This guy's a full soul booster. He's gonna have an Octarine at like 24 minutes in. Oh my. And now both teams sitting as 5. It looks like OpTic just choosing to back out here. I know Cap was talking about, you know, the team who has more time to think back about how they lost, they should be in a better state, but DC, they looking pretty crispy right now. Haven't really made any mistakes. Even Bulba with a couple of, I mean, after that Slardar play, we saw him miss a few stuns in the second game of that EG series. He has shown no sign of stopping the Slardar. Actually looks a ton better. Vlad's up on Brewmaster. The game's just gonna slow down. That's my favorite part about a Lich game, you know, just slowing it down in general. Feels good to just want to ruin Dota. You know, you pick Lich, there you go. That's all you need. Pycat just gonna farm the jungle there. I mean, this is bad for OpTic. They're farming as 4 while PPD farms bottom. That is not the guy you want farming another lane by himself. Sure, he's gonna have level 2 ult next time. Gonna be nice, but oh, Boba and Peter say hello to each other. Watching those two interact at the summit was definitely something special. Peter, obviously, his sarcasm known, and Bulba's social awareness, not knowing when Peter is being offside. It was definitely something special to watch. And now Mason, he feels comfortable at middle lane. Uh-oh, are they going to find anyone? No, Misery can't pick anyone up with that telekinesis, even at level 4, a little farther cast range. And man, DC is so happy with this. Voik was farming, even Mason caught up, level 15.5, just free farming top. Is that a blink flying out? Sure is. And I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see DC just group up as 5 and start pushing once that Octarine's up on Death Prophet. Maybe not, maybe even before then. It looks like, uh-oh, here we go. Mason and Bulba, the duo themselves, they blink for it. Uh-oh, Misery's right there. Stun's gonna come out. What a Misery still slithering crust. He gets the double off. Will they be able to at least pick up Misery? Nope. They could have waited for Demon, but possibly could have backed. They just go for it, force them back inside their base, and we still have not seen a Doom. This is the 23-minute counter now. No Doom has been casted, and that's rough. I mean, it's another ability you want off cooldown at all times. Mason just gonna continue farming top. This is a perfect game now for Mason. Terrible laning phase into I can just free farm whenever I want. Roshan will respawn in 120. That's gonna be an Octarine core and the Death Prophet about that time as well. I just don't know how you stop that push then. Level 18 on Qualifier, very imminent as well. Just the OpTic farming together as 5, but same with DC now. Grouped up as we've seen in the past, but will they actually fight? Looks like all OpTic wants to. The 5-man smoke. They're creeping. Will they find anyone? Do they have their scan up? They looks like they do. They don't want to use it yet though. They have to know something's up. They don't know if Roche is up or not. They're just gonna chill middle. They're waiting for someone to push up, and DC, look at this patience, this calmness. Demon, his 25 years of playing Dota is it's paid off. Tells his team to just sit back, relax. And a failed smoke by OpTic, unfortunately. DC with the smoke of their own, and they're not scared to just run uphill at someone. They're gonna say, Bulba, get up there, whatever, your life's worth nothing, and here we go. Looks like they do want to run up. Bulba goes for it. He hits the stun only on one. Mason's up there as well. Pycat goes down instantly. MSS hit him with the split. Zai once again can't get his Doom off. You're dead, my friend. Oh my goodness. DC is just destroying this. Unfortunately, CCNC is split pushing, so it's hard to just run down middle, but guess what? Roshan is indeed up. Double damage plus the end of God's Strength. They are just melting this Roshan alive. And Qualifier, I don't believe he'll get 18 off this road. No, I think he will actually. So he's gonna have Octarine and level 18. Oh my. Oh my, indeed. This guy's just untouchable, like Elliot Ness. Top lane though, Misery, Bulba, they're gonna see each other. But obviously Misery's gonna be scared. Oh, and he can pick him up and throw him, but will Bulba go for it? He does it! Bulba, you're right there. You're right in the thick of things. But can't quite get it. Reaction times, a little bit slow. No, back to farming, obviously benefiting DC, but Peter, man, he has been the split push god on Lich down bottom. He has really just been down here pushing it out so they can't do anything. Tier 1 still stands even. Tier 1 stands in both off lanes, actually. Interesting. We see some pings coming out. Zai only 13. Man, that's been the story of this game. It feels like Zai had such a good start, and it's gone into nothing. He has still not casted one Doom at the 27-minute mark. Hasn't been able to get it off. Panda just splits and eats him alive every single time. And we see the perch from the Brewmaster, the Storm Spear, just taking off ice armor is so nice. I believe DC, they just want to group. They want to push as 5. And it doesn't look like OpTic's not split pushing anywhere. This could actually be the first fight finally. We're gonna see. Pretty sure OpTic knows that everyone is behind Mason right now. They're like, wait a minute, why is no one pushing mid? It's a nice creep wave. But he will be level 18 after next wave, so Mason with ton of damage. Bulba with the Midas. This has been Bulba's best game in quite some time. Talked about the 3-0 at the ASIS event just recently. DC just looking a little bit lost, but not this time. Bulba, even though he is in the woods, not lost. Ready to get a kill. Oh, Frost Armor on the tower, thank goodness. You know, Mason will clear out this creep wave. Let's see. I mean, he has the Aegis. They know he's going to be here, and Warcry stolen. So they're going to have Ice Armor Warcry for this fight if they do take it. Ton of armor, but, I mean, what does that do against level 18 Death Prophet? With an Arcane Rune. They definitely want to fight. DC has to want to fight, but they're just going to back out. I lied. Don't ever listen to me.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Sentry warding, see if they have anything. And man, This is, I thought it was EG slowing down the game. Turns out it actually was DC. It's 15-3, 28 minutes. I mean, they have a pretty big advantage, but we've seen in the past, DC, known for their early game dominance into their, well, losing the game. And here we go, Qualifier, Arcane Rune pops it. His ulti is gonna have like a 10-second cooldown when it goes down. That is it, and well, this tower is just gonna get easily taken here. Even with the Frost Armor, they will glyph it, it's free. Oh, feels good. Everything's better free. Well, I guess a few things that aren't, but Misery's still just sitting in the trees. I mean, what does OpTic do here? They split push top with Zai, and that's about it. Are they gonna keep going? DC, that is? Sure feels like they should. Misery, oh, he wanted to steal something, couldn't find it. That's gonna be that. Dire actually, well, looks like their best hero is actually the creep sitting middle. They'll take it, free tier 2. Very strange mistake there from DC, and they're still here though. They're ready to go. And they're just gonna farm them. It's not like they're hiding or anything. DC's just pushing right in their face. And now it's tier 3, gonna take some honey-level damage. No one, DC's just gonna let it happen too. About 100 done there, not bad. Here we go, OpTic, 5-man smoke. They're just gonna go for the middle backdoor, 5-man smoke. DC finally mans up to go through the jungle, and guess what? OpTic's not here anymore. They're gonna go, oh, I love it. They do have a glyph up, but they're just going middle. They have to know something's up. Apparently neither team has any clue what's going on. CC and C, they are just gonna push middle. There's one creep alive. They are going for the backdoor strategy with that one living range creep, and now they blink away. Qualifier will just pop his ghost again. Since he had him from the Arcane, it looks like they'll take that tier 2, and well, OpTic do a little more damage to that tower. Fortunately, they'll lose a tier 2 of their own now. And oh, OpTic, they were looking. Bulba was here. They couldn't quite find him though. Man, OpTic just feels like they ping one spot and then that hero moves, they ping another, they run over there, and they just, I don't know, like Hansel and Gretel after they lost their breadcrumbs, they just don't really know where to go. Mason. He's farmed, man. All of DC's farmed. They're only 4K up, feels like a lot more because Queen of Pain is getting scary. You are letting CC and C farm by DC playing so passive, and he does have the attack speed, strength, probably go for that spell lifesteal. And once you get a Mjolnir plus that spell lifesteal, you do a ton of damage, tons of survivability, especially with ice armor. Plus if Rubik keeps Warcry. Rubik himself has 33 armor with just those 2 things. But OpTic will just 5-man top, maybe go for that last tier 2, it looks like. And then, well, DC left that tier 2 bottom themselves. I'm really surprised they didn't just finish it off. They are playing very scared. I mean, 2 losses and you're out of this tournament. This is the major, one of the few majors that isn't just getting canceled out of nowhere, so you definitely want to qualify to it. You don't want to lose, you know? Wouldn't be surprised if we saw Naga vs AM game 3 in the elimination. OpTic just backs out again while DC 5-mans at their tier 2. This reminds me of a time when I was about 6 years old. I asked my mother if I could go. Could I go to the playground? She said, only if your brother goes with you. And of course my brother, being a 16-year-old himself, a lot older than me, shoved me in my bedroom, locked the door, and told my mom that we went to the park. All I did was cry. Sad day, that's kind of what this game feels like. Both teams locked in a closet, not knowing what they're gonna do. But DC, they'll just continue to farm, but they're losing 1,000 gold like every 2 minutes. DC's just catching back up, and this Quap feels like he's gonna get a little bit scary. And you see the levels, he has caught up very nicely. Level 19 up there with the rest of the cores, but he's the only one who's 19 on his team, while Qualifier as well as Mason are 19 on theirs. And obviously with that Midas on Bulba, he's a full Shadow Blade, and here we go. They're just gonna go in now. So after being scared of pushing a tier 2, they just run uphill into the base of OpTic. And bottom lane, Misery is split pushing on a Rubik, but he can't do much to towers. And we see that ice armor doing so much work. Blink forward, he has a silence. We're gonna see a BKB pop, but CCNC pops his as well, and they're gonna just hit each other, but tower will go down. Uh-oh, Zai moves forward. Do we have a Doom? Oh my goodness, Qualifier goes down. He gets blown up instantly, and this is why we see they want to take bait. Chainfrost bouncing back and forth. Vengeful with the BKB. Mason just eating him apart. Unfortunately, Bulba goes down in the back again to Peter, and now Mason's in a lot of trouble. That Infernal Blade doing so much goes down, but here we go. Hit that Fire Panda. It's the only Panda that actually does damage. Demon just gonna TP out. CCNC, he is just gonna blink forward. He's gonna look for MSS. There he is, gets the blink away. He'll TP out, and Misery was bottom that whole time. And when I said Misery can't do anything bottom, when you have a siege unit with you, anything is possible. And now, oh, he steals the Nightmare. Whoa, wait. Can you wake? So if you Nightmare Bane, he can wake himself up from Rubik's Nightmare. Well, that doesn't seem like a very good skill to steal. And look at that, ranged barracks. Misery does more damage to the barracks than all 5 of DC did top. This guy's a split push king. And he's going for that Aghanims now. Can he find it? More than likely, probably can. This game's all about farming, and DC only with a 1K lead. They lose both their major cores. Zai got his Doom off, and it paid off. They blew up Qualifier so quickly. Didn't even get his cheese off. And he definitely needs HP. Looks like he is going for that Lincoln Sphere next, I assume. No BKB. Obviously, it's decent, but Doom goes through it as well as Swap, so you can get put out of position so quickly. Lincoln's, on the other hand, could definitely block one of those.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Right now, I think DC realized with that push now, they're like, we got a tier 3. That was easy. And then after, they're like, well, Misery just took half our base. Not so good. CCNC, he's just going to continue farm. This is feeling like a classic CCNC. I'm going to 1v5 the world game, and it might just work out. Wants to get that, I'm not really sure. I think a Shiva's, right? Probably Shiva's into Mjolnir. Plenty of that spell lifesteal we see in that Scream of Pain, 1.5 second fear. I assume is what he's going to go for, but maybe versus a Bane and a Sven, he doesn't. I'm not sure, but that fear can do so much. Peter, level 18. This is the first time I've actually seen Chainfrost do so much work. Got him a double kill in that fight. They didn't know what to do versus it. Bouncing on the pandas, bouncing on everything. We'll slow down the game again. Benefiting OpTic. They have almost gotten the gold lead now for the first time in 35 minutes. They're gonna check Roche, won't find it. Pycat pushing forward. Has a full Hurricane Pike Black King bar. He needs some damage now. Sanj and Yasha, 36 minutes. Huh. Okay. Your life, not mine, bud. Roshan will be up in about 5 seconds. But DC, maybe they mistimed it. They looked in there one more time. This is like the max one. Bulba, will you check it out? He will. Bulba pings it out. Breaks the spell block so he can pop up that Corrosive Haze in about now. And they should be able to take this down so quickly, but it looks like Dire might actually be rotating middle-ish. Will they be able to do this? We see ulti pop by Qualifier. Did Mason pop his as well? He sure did, and oh my goodness. This is the third Roshan. It's just gone. Are they going to give it this time to Qualifier? He has double cheese. He is stacking that fondue up right now. It's going to be that. Looks like they are going to give the refresher to Brewmaster, which obviously far better in team fights for Death Prophet took it. It's all about just using it once, pushing, faking out back, using it again, but way better on the Brewmaster. And here we go. They're going to go for that range Rex. Oh, but the siege unit's going for the melee. OpTic not going to be happy. That Mason goes in. He gets lifted up immediately. Bull with a nice double. Can they get a double BKB spot? Mason just popping him down the back. Here we go. Panda is now in. CCNC trying to live on the backside. They're going to bring down Misery first. It sure looks like he does go down. And Qualifier just running into the base. I'm not really sure. He's just chilling in there. He's trying to run away. And there we go on the front side. Easy A gets brought down on that Sven. Can they get him? CCNC, he gets gripped up. Oh, he's in a little bit of a pickle. No, he goes forward. Chainfrost comes, hits Mason. Unfortunately, doesn't bounce this time. And now Peter in a lot of trouble. MSS looking for more, though. He won't find it. OpTic. Oh, my. That is not the play. And we see Misery just spam pinging out the range Rex like, yo, you got to hit that. That shit doesn't heal. But that melee will heal, and they're just going to run down middle now. Did MSS did use the refresher shard. Think if they gave it to Death Prophet right now. You would have Ghost Sub. You're just going to take that. You're going to take middle, possibly top. But they did win the team fight, so I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Mason get a push out top. Get it, just go for it. Almost has an assault, Kiros. They're just gonna run in, taken. Well, see Qualifier hitting the melee one. Mason hitting the range one. Buyback happens. You got to take this. Oh, they glyph it up. The creeps are in base now. Here we go. Pycat. Oh, Lincoln's blocked. He gets swapped back in. He gets a perfect Yules up to Zaya Doom. He doesn't need the BKB though. Mason just running in now. Oh, Pycat in a lot of trouble. He gets a crit up. Look at that chain frost bounce around CC&C. BKB just right clicking. Qualifier has a cheese. That's one cheese. Next one's 30 seconds on cooldown. They have to back out because of that cheese, and he's going to have another one up. But Frost Armor goes on the melee barracks. Hooray. And they'll back out. Oh, if he gets level 25. Ice Armor provides 30 HP regen. What a talent. What a talent. I would die to see it in action. Literally die. Now Misery. Misery's doing the normal. He's going back down bottom. He said, you know what? Our best success was me split pushing. I will continue to do that. He does have Ags and 100 gold now. What does he want to steal here? Obviously, Brewmaster split, very good. Warcry still good, even without the I mean, you just want to steal a bunch of stuff. Warcry into Panda ult, maybe. Get that grip. We've seen him try to steal Death Prophet ult. He hasn't found it. And look, oh, Misery. He wishes he had, like, Crypt Swarm stolen. He could push out this wave and actually take the racks. But, whoa, here comes the Dire train, one by one. Choo-choo. Pycat in the caboose. And we see Demon. He's just hiding. Oh, they're on the melee They're on the melee racks. And there we go. Demon's going to back out. Try to get the aggro off. He does, Zai, with the Invis Rune. He is ready to go. Who's going to initiate first? They're going to back out. Oh, on the front side, Mason's going to jump in. He's going to go first on the Pycat, who's BKB. We're going to see a grip on the Doom, and he's going to go down. What a play by Demon. On the backside, PPD goes down. Mason is just chopping them up like a lumberjack. Can they chase forward? Oh, the Yule. That wasn't a Yule. That was MSS throwing him with the Storm Panda, and there we go. Triple kill for Mason. My boy is eating tonight. That was a perfect fight. Mason with a nice jump, and he stuns up the Lich, but then goes for Vengeful Spirit as BKB and almost 3 shots. And Demon from the high ground with a perfect grip onto that BKB Doom, and that's the problem with BKB. There's a ton of spells on both sides that just ignore it. Here we go. They're going to go for that tier 2 bottom. Let's get some free gold, and DC now going to be up about 11 to 12K. And Mason, he doesn't. He just now. He didn't even have his Daedalus that fight. He had the Recipe and the Crystallis, but not the full thing. He is going to be so scary now. Almost level 25 and 9 seconds Storm Hammer cooldown. That's 4 seconds every stun, or the 40 strength God Strength. That is a lot of HP as well as damage. But who knows? Mason's his own man. I'm not going to tell him what to do. Oh, an MSS farming now, and oh, I can't wait. Slardar with the 1,000 night vision. Goodness. We already see him soaring on the river. Is he going to get it? I assume so. Maybe I'm just wrong. 50 attacks? Nah, 50 attack speed is just terrible. Yep, there he goes. The night vision. This guy can see everything through his third eye now. Middle OpTic just chilling together. They just realize how hard it is to take a team fight now. If they don't kill the Death Prophet at the beginning of the fight, they're in a lot of trouble. We saw top, he ate a cheese and survived, and guess what? Because he stacked that shatter, he has another one ready for the next fight. So hard to bring him down. Arcane, oh my goodness. Koigva finds another Arcane. He wished he had his bottle to just get it, but I assume they're just gonna wait. They're gonna call out a plan. Bulba already nerding it up with the whiteboard, writing down what they want to do with that Arcane Rune. They're gonna smoke up. Looks like they're gonna go. I mean, they can go on any side of the base. If they get a team wipe, the game's just over right here. And will it happen? We see him running in. They are smoked. Here we go. Mason ulties up, gets the stun. Oh my God, Zai gets 2 shot. No, he's still alive. What a swap by Pycat. But wait, you're the carry, Pycat. He goes down. We see a split fly. Boulders are going everywhere. Blinks away. Mason just eating these towers and racks is alive. And this could just be the game here. OpTic has to make something happen. They do not have the carry bench. He has to buy back. There we go. Ice Armor there. CC&C does blink forward. has the Shivas, has the Orchids, but DC's fine. They just got top racks, killed the tier 3 middle as well. They're just gonna back out. They had an Arcane Rune on the Death Prop, but they're fine waiting that extra 30 seconds. Misery was looking. Has Corrosive Hailstorm. Very good, obviously, with Venge. But that's it. Do we just see the death push from OpTic here? They have to know they're quite far behind. What did Mason end up going? He did go the 40 strength, God strength. People hate those super short cooldowns. Mirana with the like 10-second Moonlight Shadow. No one ever gets that garbage. No one's gonna get the Storm Bolt. It's all right though. You see the Slardar picking up with that Midas. Bulba is sitting in 5th place. He is above the Doom on the farm chart. And if Zai looks back at this, he is not gonna be happy with himself. Almost a full Lotus Orb up. We already see Demon with the Lotus Orb. Uh-oh, here we go. Bulba has complete vision of them from this uphill. He knows where they're at. Oh, and they're actually gonna find Misery. He gets the haste, but Mason is gonna cut him down. Monster kill is there. But bottom, we're going in again. PPD, he's gonna try to hide. Can he get away? Demon wants to find him. Demon, the king of the trees himself, but won't find PPD. It will just be a 1-for-0 trade. Bulba is Shadowblade looking for more middle. Can't find anyone. Well, maybe not. And they do have an ulti. Mason's up in 50. They don't have his. He just bought a Moon Shard, but they do have Quake Buzzin'. He picks up the Reaver. 3.6k HP. Cheese can't even heal him fully now. They could wait for Roche, or they could just go in. And it will respawn in 20 seconds. Obviously, they don't know that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
DC just gonna keep pressuring him here. Ice Armor there, slowing down the push quite heftily, but Mason doesn't have his ulti, but he's fine. He'll just send the back 20 seconds. He could still jump in with the Daedalus. He does plenty of damage without it, but looks like they're just gonna wait the 15 seconds, siege it down with Poikva. And, well, there you go. They're fine with this. Continue, finish those siege units. And their siege units, the double, Fog's favorite thing. It's orgasmic play coming in hot in the next wave, but they're just gonna leave him to die, huh?
Radiant are scanning.
They're just gonna run away, and guess what? Looks like Bulba, he sees the Invis Rune, he now sees Roshan, and that is the next refresh orb. That is gonna be another cheese, more than likely, for this Death Prophet. He's gonna stack another one up. And yep, this Roche is gonna get taken down so quickly. Mason's probably not gonna pop God Strength this time. They don't need to. There we go. There's not much to say here. They're just gonna take down the Roshan while OpTic sits in their base. CCNC tries to farm up level 25. Obviously not a big as deal as it used to be when he had, what, 60, 70% spell steal. Peter pings out when Roche was taken. And man, that has to feel terrible. You have 6 kills with a Venge lineup at 46 minutes in. You are really, really struggling this game, just as a team. CNC blinks back, gets out of there, and here's the smoke. This is a do or die situation right now. The green wall, brick by brick, is getting torn apart by the chaos that is given to them digitally. Doom comes out onto Mason. He doesn't have the Aegis as well. That's why they do it. Poikva doesn't have his ulti up. And look at this. Demon just drops MSS. He gets his ulti off, barely going for Zai now. Poikva has his ulti now. He's going to pop it. Zai, see you later. Misery goes down to Bulba on the backside. And Bulba's just chasing people down by himself. CCNC trying to kill him. Looks like they will take Bulba, but can they get him? Doesn't matter. Pycat getting melted down. That was his buyback. He is dead. It's a 2-for-1. Bulba's still alive. Whoa, goes for the stun, but MSS says nah, and he tries to throw him down, but cancel at the last day. And now CCNC, he's thinking about what he wants to do. He wants to go on Poikva, but he will just get eaten alive. Look at that lifesteal because he did blink forward. And now Mason, they're just going to take that melee Rax. They're going to take the ranged Rax, and all they have left is bottom. I lied. They still have metal, and they're just going to back out completely. That's that. Poikva now with the Aegis of the Immortal and a cheese. Interesting to give him both. Obviously, Sven probably does a little bit more with that Aegis, but he didn't want it. Mason doesn't want some, you don't give it to him. Bulba, Lotus Orb, 2k. This guy is so farmed as a Slardar, my goodness. We do see a Bloodthorn coming up from Queen of Pain now. But I mean, he's not even level 25 with 48 minutes in. He just feels like they've just 5-man for so long. Everyone's under-farmed. Doom does have an Assault Cuirass now, though. That's nice. Double damage bottom. Who will pick that up? That's the question. We see Hall of Radiant on the minimap drawing a spider-like creature. Each one of them wants to go a different way. And they do scout out the double damage with the illusion of Slardar. He's gonna get lifted. He's guarding the bounty rune. There we go, smoke up. Oh, Mason, come on. He's taking it. Oh my. Double damage plus God Strength. I remember they used to not stack. That was definitely not fun. There we go, Mason. He God Strength. He has 1,000 damage. And he might just crit. Oh, what a grip from Demon while he sleeves PPD. And there we go, the BKB goes. No buybacks going. Peter's gonna die as well. That is gonna be a 3 for 0. And guess what? More than likely gonna be the game. It's now up to CCNC and Pycat to solo defend against the man who just crit him for 2.3K. There goes the tower. There goes the Rax's Bulba blinks forward. Can they get him? He gets the BKB off. Mason, can he get a crit ever? Doesn't look like it. He heals up a lot from that 30%. He's gonna go for Demon now, and they're gonna let Demon just die. Who cares about Jimmy? And now they're gonna go for the tier 4s. CCNC is dead now, no buyback. Vengeful dead, good game. Gets called right now, and a long game, a long, slow-paced game that DC, you know, they're done playing that super fast game. They slow it down, play a little more methodically, and that does answer the question. Is it EG or DC slowing the game down? And sure looks like it more than likely is DC now, but they get the win, and they're one win away from going to day number 2, and OpTic is 1 loss away from, well, being out of this major. And I mean, when PPD and Misery created this team, I am sure they did not expect to just lose day 1. I mean, same with Captain's Draft. They lost 0-4. They have just been